Hello and welcome to the Mirror Tea and Sake House channel. Today, we're exploring something both ancient and intriguing: apricot kernels. Across cultures, they've been valued not just for their flavor but also for their symbolism and place in culinary traditions. We'll look at their history, cultural uses, and unique taste profile, and in the second half, I'll share how we use apricot kernels in our own special Junmai sake infusion at Mirror Tea and Sake House. Before we begin, an important note: right finger, this video is for educational and cultural purposes only. We are not offering medical advice, and nothing here should be taken as a recommendation for health treatments. Section 1. History and cultural roots. Apricot kernels are the small almond-like seeds found inside apricot pits. For thousands of years, they've carried meaning far beyond being just a seed. In ancient China, apricot groves were often planted near places of learning and healing, making the apricot tree a symbol of knowledge and vitality. The kernels were sometimes used in recipes, oils, and traditional preparations. In the Middle East, apricot seeds were blended into sweets, drinks, and oils that enriched cuisine and fragrance culture. In Europe, apricot oil found its way into perfumery and cosmetics, prized for its light texture and subtle aroma. From food to symbolism, apricot kernels connected people to nature's hidden treasures. Section 2. Flavor and culinary uses. Flavor-wise, apricot kernels carry a unique almond-like note, slightly sweet, slightly bitter, and layered with complexity. In baking, they add a hint of nutty depth. In confections, they provide a fragrant undertone that bridges fruitiness and nuttiness. In oils, they deliver a light, silky texture used in both food and skincare. What makes them fascinating is that they occupy a space between the familiar and the mysterious, recognizable, yet different from the almonds most of us know. Section 3. Symbolism and cultural stories. The apricot tree itself is rich in symbolism. In Chinese culture, apricot blossoms represent renewal and elegance, while in Japan, apricot blooms mark the seasonal bridge between winter and spring. Apricot kernels, being hidden inside the fruit, have often been seen as a metaphor for inner strength, subtlety, and the hidden gifts of nature. This cultural storytelling is part of what inspired us at Mirror Tea and Sake House to create something unique, connecting tradition with modern taste. Section 4. Our creation: apricot kernel sake infusion. At Mirror Tea and Sake House, we celebrate ingredients not just for their flavors but for their stories. That's why we created our apricot kernel sake infusion. We start with a pure Junmai sake, known for its clean, umami-rich profile. Into this, we gently immerse apricot kernels, allowing their natural essence to unfold into the sake over time. The result is a brew that is smooth, layered, and aromatic. The apricot kernels contribute a delicate almond-like depth with a subtle touch of natural bitterness, creating a drink that feels both ancient and contemporary. We invite our guests to pair this infusion with light dishes, such as sashimi scallops, where the sweetness of the seafood complements the sake's nutty undertone. Richer flavors, like beef with koji sauce or grilled eel, where the sake's complexity balances umami-rich intensity. It's more than just a drink, it's a cultural experience in a glass, bringing together history, flavor, and artistry. Apricot kernels have traveled across time and cultures, leaving traces in food, symbolism, and tradition. At Mirror Tea and Sake House, we're honored to reimagine this ingredient in a way that connects the past with the present, inviting our guests to taste both heritage and creativity. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration of tea, sake, and culture. Cheers, and we look forward to welcoming you at Mirror Tea and Sake House.